me back again. And what I'm going to do now is just cut a little bit, use the panel liner, but with a really thin brush. I just want to just highlight a few things. So I'm going to start off with the, just bring this down a touch. I'm going to start off by doing all the little bolt heads. On the brush. A little bit too much on that one, but we'll take it off in a minute. Let's just put these little bits on here. It's just the black. That's all that is. Just not a lot. Just want to highlight a couple of things. There we go. Just on top of that. And in there, let's just get this little. Water on the end of that, that's all that is. I'm going away from it, am I? So sorry. It's a bit difficult when I'm doing it away from you. And again on that. I missed it. Right, start on the back. Not enough on my brush. I've actually fast forwarded a little bit. I've actually put the Pioneer tools on, and I've done the photo etch on the clamps, as you'd probably be able to see them. I have to finish those. I'll come down here and do a couple of these. Just enough to make them. Same with these weld seams. So these weld seams where the metal's been cut. Big depth. It's quite a thick depth that cut. It just shows you the size of the thickness of the arm that I've got on the front of this thing. So I'll just do these little rivets here. So I'll carry on with this and I'll get back to you. No point in watching you all doing it for ages, but I'll get back to you as soon as I've finished. Right, back again. I've done all the little pin washes with the black Tamiya pin panel liner. So as you can see, let me just hold these up. See, all the back has been done for the engine grills, the rivets for the bits and bobs. Same on the front of driver's hatch and radio operator's hatch. I've also put the PE clasps around the tools. On the sides, I've done some more of the panel liner. You can quite see that better. That's better. Panel liner just in the crevices and the heads again, on the rivet heads. Bolt heads. You see, it's sort of bringing it to life a little slowly but surely. So that's the upper hull, and I've also done parts of the turret. As you can see, I've just brought them to life a little bit, and I've also stuck two aerials, guitar strings, was two aerial points, but did look like aerial points. They may not be, but they are now. So I've just, as you can see, just put little bits of black, the wash just on the handles, on the track carriers, track holders, and on the rear the same again. And I've just also darkened in the hatch at the top, just to give it a bit of a wash with the same stuff as well. We're slowly bringing it together, and a bit on the turret as well, on the mantlet and things like that. So the next step, I'll start with the turret, is I'm going to use some AK streaking grime, just to make it a bit dirty, a bit grimy. Obviously I'll be using the thinners, the odorless thinner. Alright, so let me just give this a good shake. The two brushes I'll be using just a flat one to there we go, a flat one to bring the grime down, and a small thin one just to apply it. So let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get to it without making too much of a. Let's bring it up. So I'm just going to dab it round the edges, underneath here. And again, just let it. Doesn't matter if it's got a little bit too much on there; it'll all come off. I don't need to put it around there because it'll all drop down anyhow. So. And on the other side, we shall do the same. You don't need too much. And obviously on the rear. Right, so I'll pop that on there for now. Let's put the lid back on here. So I've put it laid flat, so let the gravity do its work. And then I just get the odorless, AK odorless thinner. As you can see, it's been well used. So I'll just dip my brush in there, take most of it off again, so it's just damp. And I slowly bring it down, slowly bring it down, start from this end, slowly, just slowly bring it down with the damp, with the terps on it. You can start from this. Obviously the last stroke must be sort of to bring it down. As you can see, I'll just get some more. Take a tissue this side. And then again, just gradually bring them all down. My hand in the way. Nope. Let's just get in between all these little gaps. Just gradually bring them down. You just need it subtly to be done. You don't need it. Doesn't need to be massively. Just a bit difficult where you got the track hooks. Just make the best of what you can with it. Like I say, just make sure one of the last strokes you do is down what we want. So you've got a bit of time to play with this stuff. Right, we'll see how that goes. I think it's maybe slightly too much on that one there. So bring it down. And again. You can see It's slowly getting there. There's a little bit too much probably on that part there, so I'll just dab it out and stroke it down. It won't take long to dry, so we'll go to the other side. So it's going to be a bit more difficult to hold. I'll have to hold it from the bottom, I think. And again, and you're brushing the odorless and dam it off, so it's just damp more than anything, and then same again. Just drag it down. Drag it right down as well, so obviously the grime's going to run down where the rain's been. It's not going to stop halfway. As you can see, it really shows up quite nicely on the yellow, but when it's done, the grime, it'll show up on the green as well. So just keep messing with it. You've got time to play with it, as long as you keep dipping your brushing tape in the odorless thinner and just keep streaking down. If you want to take it all off, take it all off and start again if you're not happy with it. Again, just a bit of odorless thinner. Just keep drying the brush. And again, just keep it going. I think that's probably enough. Probably there's a bit too much on that. And on the rear. I'll start it from there. So I'll carry on with this. I'll do it all over the sides of the tank, and I shall get back to you. But you see, you can always drag it, drop it off more if you want. If it's got too much on, just clean your brush, dip it in the odorless thinner again, and just gradually drag it out until you're happy with your result. Okay, so I shall do the rest of the tank in that grime, and then I'll get back to you. Back again. Right, I've done the weathering, I've done all around the hull, and I've also attached the tow cables. These need to be blended in with the green and the yellow on each side. That's all the tools and everything. I just need all touching up. The exhausts need to be rusted slightly yet. Let's just, I can take it all apart, but it might be easy just to lift it up in one go. Yeah, the back end's been sort of done as well. I didn't quite see that. Let me just bring this light a bit further in so I might be able to catch the light. Okay. I've done the rear with the grime as well. That's quite nice. It's dried really nice, as you can see. Let me just move the light back. As you can see on the turret, it's all just lightly. I'm not going to put any rust on here because we've been. I know it's a paper Panzer, but we've been a new tank, if it were, as you would be saying. It wouldn't have any rust on it, would it really? Maybe still a bit of light rust from me, maybe hanging from the. I may do some rust streaks just hanging from the track hooks and the handles to get to the turret. I may do. I'll see how this thing goes on. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a slight bit more weathering with pigments. I'm going to use this Cromlech I was on about last time. It's called Cromlech Dark Dirt. I'm going to maybe take the number off there. I can't quite read it from the camera. I'll just read it from the other way. And it's KRMA005. That's Cromlech. The game's sort of stuff, but it's nice pigment. I do like it. It's all the gaming stuff. So what I'm going to do with this, and just a very fine brush, is, let me just see if I can get, is go into the turret, into the hatches, like just dab it round. Just push it into all the crevices around the hatches and things like that. Same around here. Anyway, there's going to be a little build up of dust and sort of little nooks and crannies and things. You don't need a lot on your brush, you just need it to build up slightly. And there again, just a little bit on the edges, just to, you can always blow the excess off if it's too much like that. You don't need a great deal. You just want the remnants of it, the colour more than the pigment itself. More on that one. Then all you do is use the I use this Decal Fix. Now wait a minute. I just use this Revell colour mix just let me get a little brush. That'll do, an old brush. And just to help it bind, all I need is a little, and it just goes round it and around the front. Not quite see what I'm doing, can you really? So just a little dab, and just where you've had the pigments, just a quick little capillary action will bring it round, and that'll just keep it there. Keep the pigments on board, so I'll do the same on here. Here. And here. And around here. Yeah, it's just to keep it fixed. And a bit round behind this driver's hatch, about by the loader's hatch. Okay, so that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to do all around the tank, all the bits and pieces that need it. And then I'll get back to you. Right, gentlemen and ladies, I'm back. I've finished all that grime and I put a few rust streaks on the same way with the AK stuff and the AK odorless thinner, just in the same way as I did the grime. I've gone all round there, the turret with that, as you can see, and on the front slope of the armour from the light downwards. I didn't quite catch the light on those, maybe it's a bit too bright. Let's have a look. You can just maybe see it's slightly coming down. Let me say it's all done on there, all the way around. Let me just adjust this light. Now let's see where we can see what we've got. Might be better with this light. Let's see. It might be able to pick it up a bit better. There we are. You see, you can just pick it up slightly there, coming down from the cable and obviously the housing, and just slowly coming down there. So the next thing will be, you see, that's basically all the top of the weathering done. So the next step for me will be, because I haven't fastened this down yet, this is not fastened obviously till I do the tracks, so I shall leave that to the side. I've got to say all the tracks are all ready for weathering, so it's all down here. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exhausts. Just let me just bring that round to there. Is that better? I just really need something to stand it up with. Let's have a look what we've got. Let's sit underneath that just for now. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to use to start with, let me find my stuff. I need a paintbrush obviously. That one will do. So I'm going to use as the base for the egg for the rust. I'll use Model Air Rust That's all I use to start off with. So what I'll do is I'll take some out and put it into a little pallet. That's out of the way, and I'm going to use New Rust, Vallejo New Rust and Vallejo Old Rust, just mixing them together. So what I'll do first is I'll just get all the lids off so we know what we're having. Okay, let's put them to the side. So there we are. Right, so first things first is I'll just I'll paint one egg. I'll do one exhaust to start with, so I'll just gently paint it. It's a bit awkward when I can't see it on the other side, but I shall do my best. I'll just turn it while I do the other side. And round the rear of it. Okay, so while it's still wet, I'll get me the little brush that I had, which is this one. And we'll just start off with a bit of the New Rust first, just to perhaps so you can see it better. Let me just see if I can find a piece of this will do nicely. Let me just not like preparation is the only if I could slip. No, it's too big. Too big. No, forget it. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just carry on. So I'll start off with the New Rust first. I'll just dab a bit of the New Rust. Not too much on it all over. Now the other side, let me just do this on the other side. Let's just get around the back of there. Right, and then we can just do a little bit of the Old Rust, just dab it on, around the other side. Sorry if you can't quite see, it's a bit awkward that I have to move it. And obviously down the back of it again. So when it dries, it'll dry obviously a lot darker than this, and I may need to go back in, I don't know yet, till it's dry. Let me just go around this other side. Yeah, you can see that, as you can see, that's. Let me just see if I can get up to the camera better. You can see there. Obviously let that dry and the colour will change. I may need to go back, and what I'll do when it's dry, I'll come back and I'll show you the next part that I do on it. So I'll just go away and do the other side, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, alright, these have dried now, and you can see the colour has changed. It's still a bit bright. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along, just lightly brush some of it off, the clumps and things like that. Don't want it too. And again, just get around the outside of that, just so you get most of the actual, the big. I don't want any clumps on it. Some people do, I don't. So I've got, brought it down to that, and then all I use is I'll just shake is the black panel liner again from Tamiya, and I just Just get a good shake, because it needs a good shake. Don't need a lot, I just need a little. If I can just little dab, just anywhere. Yeah, again, just a dark. It'll obviously be still dark. This won't be as dark as this when it's dry. So that's it, I'll leave that to dry, and just before we leave it to dry I shall use a bit of the old black pigments again from Vallejo, which is 73115, and a little brushing again. It's not going to take a lot. See what, just on the very end. A little bit in there perhaps, just a bit into the. Better off to put some on the brush. So, as I say, just put that on there, brush in there. Let's dust that. There's my dusting brush. Just take some of that black stuff off there. It looks quite dark at the moment, and as the panel liner dries, there's patches, mist and things like that, but as it's drying, let's have a look. So we'll dust all the edges off and we'll clean all that up as we're going along. So when that's dry, I'll get back to you and show you how it turned out.